Hey friends, Abby here. I just wanted to invite you to a 10-minute practice of just remembering who you are. So I've had it on my heart that, oftentimes we forget who we are. We forget we are loved by God. We forget that we are created in the image of the divine, and that can lead us to living less embodied, less joyful, less confident. So I just wanted to invite you to this 10-minute short embodied practice. You can do every day if you want. You can do it once. But I recommend just finding time every day to remember who you are and let that sink in body, mind, heart, and soul. So you can join me on your mat or find a blanket. You don't need a mat. You can do this anywhere, and I hope you enjoy it. So we'll start in child's pose, coming to the shins. The knees can be wide, feet together, arms reach to the top of the mat, the forehead can rest on the mat. And just start to breathe here. Maybe you want to deepen your breath. Maybe you want to see if you can make it even on the inhales and exhales. Maybe counting to 3 or 4, matching that on the exhale. Just feel yourself grounded here. Feel your body being held by the earth. Remembering that you are always held by the God who loves you, the God who made you, the God who made the earth and the sun and the stars. You're held. You can stay in this posture as long as you'd like. You can stay here the whole time if you want. And if you'd like to start moving, you can rise up to a tabletop. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. And just start to move through some movements here. We call these cat-cows. As you inhale, dropping the belly, lift the gaze, press the heart forward. And exhale, rounding the spine, reaching it tall, head and neck release. Inhale for cow. And exhale for cat. Starting to move left to right if that would feel good. Pressing into the hips or doing circles with the body. See what feels best for your body here. Embodied practices are so subtle but so important to just start to notice the body. What do I need? What is my body calling for? Where have I neglected my body? And how does that relate to my life? Where might I be storing some of my emotions or fears? If we don't let them out, they go somewhere, and a lot of times it's held in the body. So coming back to a stationary tabletop, we'll reach the left arm out in front, and then for a little balance here, the right leg can come back. Press the heel back and breathe here. Stable in the hand and the knee, hugging the belly and toward the spine. Good. We'll drop the right foot. The inside of the foot comes to the mat. The left hand comes down for a side plank, modified side plank. The knee is down. You can press the right edge of the foot into the ground and reach the right arm tall. Breathing here. Just opening up. Good. Coming back to table. We'll do that on the other side. The right arm comes out in front and the left leg back. Pressing the heel back, hugging the belly in, breathing here, strong. In the hand and the knee, grounded in the mat. Good. The left foot comes down, inside of the foot, right hand comes down. And then you can press the sole of the foot into the mat, left arm rises. For side plank on this side. Breathing here. Coming back down to table. From here we'll come to a down dog. So fingers spread wide on the mat, tuck the toes and lift the hips, making an upside down V with the body. You can press the hands, palms down into the mat. You can bend the knees here as much as you'd like. And breathe here. Good. Starting to look to the top of your mat. Start to walk the feet to meet the hands. You can go slowly as you want for forward fold here. So forward fold, your head and neck releases. You can bend the knees as much as you want. Breathe here, releasing. Release any of those temptations then. Release any of those beliefs that you're not valuable, that you're not beautiful, that you're not made in the image of the creator of the universe. And then start to rise on your inhale, slowly keeping the head and neck hanging heavy. And then once you get to mountain pose, feet together, arms down by your side, start to roll the shoulders. And then palms shine forward here, shoulders relax down the back, heart shines forward. Take a few deep breaths here. What would it feel like to live in the truth of who you are? How does it feel to stand here knowing you are deeply loved? That you are uniquely made, wonderfully made by Creator of everything beautiful that you see. And when God made humans, He said it was very good. Can you see yourself as very good today? Good in the sense of you belong, you are created, you have a purpose, and you are light. As you inhale, reach the arms up high for extended mountain, biceps by the ears, palms face one another, relax the shoulders down the back. Breathing here. Good. Hands come to heart center. We'll step the feet wide on the mat, toes pointing forward, and arms come out wide for 5-pointed star. Breathing here. You are light. Let that sink in. Let that fill your whole body, and let that truth help you to shine that light today. Good. Arms will start to tee out, and we'll bow forward for wide fold. So keeping a flat back, start to fold forward, and then round the back, release here. As you inhale, lengthen the spine from where you are. And as you exhale, fold deeper. You might want for a deeper fold if you're able, bringing weight into the balls of the feet. Good. Walking the hands over to the left foot, just a stretch here, breathe in and out. Good. Walking the hands over to the right side. Breathe in and out here. And walking the hands back to center. And then tee out the arms, start to rise up on your inhale. Walking the feet back toward one another. We'll come to standing at the top of the mat. Feet together, inhale, arms high, extended mountain. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift here, making a flat back, hands to shins, shoulders reach toward one another. And then exhale, plant the hands, step back to your down dog. I'm going to come into pigeon here, so the right leg reaches behind as you to the sky, and then bring it through for pigeon, right knee to right wrist, right ankle to left wrist. The back knee comes down. This may be really tight for some people, this may be really intense. Allow the breath to help you in this pose. You can stay here on the hands, or you can lower down maybe to the forearms, or maybe all the way down, resting your head on your arms. Wherever you are, breathe here. Breathe in that truth, the truth of who you are. Allowing the negative self-talk to disappear, and allowing the truth to sink in, that you are beloved, you are created in the image of the divine, you have a purpose here, and you are light. When you're ready to rise, pressing into the hands, coming back to a table. You could shake out that leg if you want, and back to down dog. Take a breath here. Inhale, left toes rise, and bring it through for pigeon on this side. Left knee to left wrist, left ankle to right wrist. The back knee comes down. Toes point directly behind the ankle here. Breathing here, and maybe you lower down to where is comfortable for you. Keep the breath going. If there's any air, imagine that breath is healing and creating space in those areas of tightness. Two more breaths here. When you're ready, pressing into the hands. Move back to a table, shaking out that left leg. And then back to a child's pose. Toes together, knees wide. Hands can reach toward the top of the mat. Forehead can rest on the mat. If you want your knees together, you can have knees together, arms down by your side, forehead on the mat. Come back to that deep breath. Come back to that grounding, that feeling of being held. I'm going to read this blessing to you by Jan Richardson. That you may have the wisdom to know the story to which God calls you, the power to pursue it, the courage to abide its mysteries, and love in every step. And my closing prayer for you as you stay here in Child's, or if you'd like to make your way to your back, is that you would know deeply today how loved you are. That you could stand in the truth of who you were made to be. That you are light. And stay on your mat as long as you need to today. Thank you so much for practicing with me, and I hope that you feel empowered to live as you were made to live. I'll see you next time. Shalom.